Who is ready for a haircut? We're not going to give it a name because it seems to upset everybody when I give it a name. So first we're going to start with cutting our front face frame guide, or you would call them longer curtain bangs. We're going to cut to where we want and we're going to twist. And when we twist the hair, we are over directing it. Therefore, the middle is shorter and the ends are longer. Now I'm going to work in forward diagonal back, over directing the hair across her face. This is going to help conserve and maintain her length while creating a face frame and layers on her that will be completely connected. I'm going to take this sectioning all the way around her head, doing a forward diagonal and then over directing across to her left side. And I'm going to do this all the way to the middle back. And make sure you're controlling the section. I will take half the top part of the section and then half the lower. If you're grabbing the entire section into one hand, you are going to make a mess for yourself, a harder time, and it won't be consistent from one side to the other. I'm now elevating it low and getting that corner right there, point cutting, and now we're going to do the exact same thing on her other side. So we're over directing, we're using that first long curtain bang, guide, whatever you guys want to call it, because she gets so mad, and we're over directing to it. And we are doing a point cut as we are over directing. We're doing a forward diagonal back. We're using max tension and we are point cutting up to the guide. I'm always checking for my guide below or above, and that is how you always make sure that you are very consistent with your cut. And making sure that you're lifting and checking and lifting and checking and lifting and you'll drive yourself nuts, but that's what you got to do. And like I said, I'm just going to do the same exact thing that you guys just watched me on the other side, working all the way until I don't have any more hair left. And you can see on her right side, left side, the side I'm not cutting, I left all of her hair there. So I know once I get to no more hair on this other side, we're good, we're done. And there is a center part on the back side of her head. And the point cutting is gonna help with creating softness in her hair. This bottom one can be a little tricky. We're gonna brush it down and just cut off that corner. All right, now we're gonna use K18. It's gonna repair any damage to the hair. I put it on towel dried hair. If you're gonna blow dry this, make sure you wait 4 minutes with it in the hair before you blow dry. Now we're going to elevate. We're going to comb, and I'm making a pie section. Excuse my filming, you don't get to see the top. And I'm connecting the bottom guide up to the top, and I'm creating layers on her external area, aka the surface. And we're going to do this all the way around her head, and it literally from the top of her head, it's going to look like a pie diagram, and just completing the sections. And we are using a traveling guide, so we're taking a little bit from the section prior, putting it into the new section. Now I'm going through with a razor, and just on the last 2 to 3 inches of her hair, I'm vertically going in with the razor, and this is going to help remove weight and give her movement. This kiddo has a lot of hair, so removing the density out is super important, and going through with my razor is going to exactly do that. When I am using my razor, I will never, ever, ever, ever cut with dry hair with it. Now I'm going through with my Super HP Olivia Garden blow dryer using my nanothermic round brush. We blow dry the top and then we blow dry the bottom just like a pancake, and then we're gonna roll. Look at that face frame, you guys. It's super important to dry the top and bottom of every section. I used to just blow dry the top, and then, it was still dry and it was beautiful, but when you're blow drying the bottom as well and you give the brush a slight twist at the end, whether it be back or a twist, you're gonna help give a little bit more movement to that hair and make the hair not just lay in a bevel bubble at the ends. So that's what you're seeing me do. I'm blow drying on the top of each section. Now we have our Olivia Garden texture shears. These ends I need more movement on. Now that her hair is dry, I can really see where I need to remove more weight. So I'm just going through and I'm brushing, and when I'm combing through the hair and I'm pulling up these sections, I can see how thick they are. And I'm going in a little bit above where I took the razor because I need to get more into the interior of her cut. We're not going way more, but just a little bit more. And continuously, I'm always looking at the density, I'm feeling it, I'm combing it, and what I do on one side, we gotta do on the other side. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do the same thing. She's so cute, we gotta show her your face. She was a little itchy there. All right, now we're gonna comb and we're gonna cut. Texturizing shears, if you haven't seen them up close, one side of the shear looks like a normal shear and the other side looks like a comb. And the amount of teeth is how much density will be removed. The more teeth you have, the less amount of hair will be removed. The more less teeth you have, the more hair will be removed. Now we're going through with our Olivia Guardian titanium curling iron, and I'm just smoothing down those ends a little bit because I did take my texture shears at the end. And here you go. This is my beautiful baby girl Harper and her beautiful cut. If you want to call it butterfly, wolf, face frame, whatever you want. Here you go. I hope you guys love it. I love it. She's the best.